I went from just being able to run 20 minutes to 50 minutes in the span of a single day. I remember it was last week and I was lying down on my bed just because I got home from a long day of work. I was out from 7 in the morning and I got back at 5. So I got into bed and I'm like, wow, my body's tired, my brain's tired. Let me just relax and let me go on my phone. And I'm sitting there scrolling through TikTok and I'm thinking to myself, wait, I still have to do my cardio and I still have to do, I still have to go work out today. And then my head starts making all these excuses and I'm thinking to myself, like, no, I'm so tired today and I could definitely get away with skipping a day at the gym. I could just do it tomorrow. I just won't take a rest day this week. It'll be fine. Today can be my rest day. And I'm sitting there thinking of all these excuses and my eyes are literally shutting. I kid you not. My eyes are closing as I'm thinking about this, and I really, really, really want to fall asleep more than anything else. And something flips in me. And I go downstairs to the basement, and we have a treadmill. And I get on that treadmill. And I run for 50 minutes straight. I've never gone past 20. Did I get better physically? Obviously not. I think what's important to realize is that our mindset has a lot more of an impact on us than you would think. I mean, as humans, like we think we have a limit, which maybe we're operating here, and we think we have a limit, which is here. When in reality, our limit's all the way up here. And it's really just our mind that's stopping us. And I know you hear this advice all the time. It's cliche. Like, oh, it's just your mindset. Just don't think negative thoughts. Just think positive. It's all about your mindset, and you can put your mind on whatever you want. But you know what? It is true because I am living proof. I ran 50 minutes that day. Let me post. I have a clip of myself right after the run. I just ran for almost 50 minutes. And I want to do more. And then after that run, a 50-minute run, I then went to the gym and did a pull day, and I completely demolished my back and biceps for an hour straight. After the 50-minute run. And you want to know what flipped the switch in my head? Because I'm sure you're all wondering, what is the answer? How did he do it? It's right here. Great book. I'm not done reading it yet, and once I do finish reading it, I want to make a proper video about it. But I'm about halfway through, and even just reading, I guess, to the halfway point, it really did switch the way I think now. And ever since then, I really haven't regressed back. Every day when I feel like I want to be lazy or do this, I want to lie down on my bed. That switch just clicks in you. And I'm telling you, mental health and just your mindset is so much stronger than you think. It is the number one thing when it comes to achieving your goals. I don't think anything comes even close. I remember reading this book, and David Goggins, I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He's everywhere at this point. The guy went through Hell Week, which is just this thing when you're joining the SEALs. And it's this brutal thing, like you don't sleep for a week and they're making you plunge into cold water and they're like half drowning you. You're running miles and miles and miles. And he like broke his feet, he injured his knees, he was bleeding. I think he had pneumonia at one point, and he kept pushing. And in my head, I'm thinking, reading the story, like, how can someone push that much? That to me doesn't make any sense. Is this guy a superhuman? Obviously he's not. He's a real person. Like, this has been done, and he's just recorded it and wrote a book about it. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, wow, he made it through all that, and I can't even get off my ass in bed and go run. So when I got on that treadmill that day, I reached 20 minutes and my heart was giving out. Right here, I had chest pain. I remember I was running and about 24 minutes in, I'm like, oh, my chest really hurts. Like it was like someone stabbing me like this. And that's normally when I give up. I'd be like, you know what, 20 minutes is pretty solid. I burned a good amount of calories. Let's call it a day. All right. And I've never run much more than 20 minutes anyway. So it's like maximum I'll go to is 25. We're gonna call it in pretty soon. And then I thought back to the book and it flipped that switch in me. And I was like, no, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because the only thing that's gonna stop me right now is not my body. My body is in pain right now, but my body's not what's gonna stop me from running. It's my mind. My mind will have to tell my body to stop running, and then that will make me stop running. It's all about your mind. It was never about the physical aspect. It was never about anything else. It was always in you. There is nothing holding you back other than your own mindset. And that's what I'm starting to realize. And people say this all the time, and it's cringe. And I know you hear this all the time. I heard this all the time. I'm telling you, can't hurt me. Pick up the book, and it will change your life.